I like to utilize cars. I can't use. I mean, I don't got no cars, but I can read them if I had them. But I like to read the clouds like cars, and I'm just wondering, is that my twin favorite color? Call it the Phi phone. What we gonna call it? The Phi phone. That's beautiful, ain't it? I remember one time I was dealing with a female, and she said, "What's my favorite color?" I said, "It's in the sky." It was a more reddish, pinkish color. When she broke down, it's almost like, when certain energies is in my energy, they color be near me, or they aura color. I just be wondering stuff. You do that when you be alone so long. Keep yourself company. I call it chosen one colors. I used to look online and see bad weather and stuff or whatever, or weather, strange weather or whatever, and look on maps and see that color. I said, I bet a chosen one lives somewhere around there. Mm-hmm. I got fooled. I hate being fooled. Amazing how one little plate make me so full. I'm glad. I'm thankful for it though, but I'm very thankful for it because when you grow up like me and you have grow up in a broken home, you thank God for situations like that. You probably could go to the doctor and they'll probably treat you for some ailment or illness, but to me it ain't no illness. To me it's outstandingly great because if I didn't get full off one plate, my God, I wouldn't have made it. I was looking at this show on TV, a commercial. His mother was crying, or this daddy was crying, but they were looking at something about how kids grew up and what they had to go through. It is, man. I ain't even get to tell my story, and when I do, I get in trouble, which is good, because I don't want nobody to, it'll warp your life. You go through certain things. Some kids go through certain things and grow up going through certain things, and it warps their entire life. And if they tell these stories, it'll warp other people's lives. I used to tell my stories on the block, and kids would go out there and try to demonstrate and do what I did and turn themselves out. I didn't do it because I wanted to do it. I had to do it. The things that certain people have to go through is amazing. And then to see them live through it, come out of it. Some don't come out good. Some come out bad, but it's still good somehow. You be wondering how they came out of it. You be wondering how they came out of such turmoil, such chaos. Me personally, I had to find a reason for God allowing it. So I can really understand it. Look at that car right there. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, so God can allow it. I mean, you know, why would God allow it? But then I realized that the chosen one, if you look at Revelation, it says, don't touch my anointed ones. They will be marked on the forehead. Of course, we know this will probably be spiritual. Go out and deal with the whole world, but touch not my anointed one. Told the four, told all the big dogs that. And I told myself, how would that work? Well, if you bottle a box 144,000 chosen ones up in a typical bottle or box that you would sacrifice somebody in, that would be one way to do it. The greatest way to protect a certain angel, bad as I hate to say it, will be in the midst of a bunch of demons. Because you already at the sacrificial plantation. You already grew up at the sacrificial plantation. I'm telling y'all, it's amazing what you have to go through. It'll make you twitch at a young child. You go to school and you just twitching. You know, you look around and make sure ain't nobody see you doing it. Because of something you done seen or something you done experienced. But you still gotta go to school and act like nothing ever happened. Oh man, it's nothing no rougher than that. That's why I said this humiliation I went through was nothing. It's just the ongoing. it's just the ongoing. My God, it's just ongoing. It's just ongoing. Normally you can walk away from stuff, look over it, act like you don't see it. But in this situation, it's in your face. You gotta wake up thinking about it. You gotta go to sleep thinking about it. It's consistent. All day, all night, all morning long. But thank God it ain't as rough as most that I done been through. Or it ain't as rough as most gotta go through. That's one way I kept myself going, by saying somebody else's life out there a lot worse than mine. I can forget who used to tell me this when I was young, and they used to know that I was going through something. They were old. They was an older person. There wasn't nothing they could do neither. But every time they see me with my head down, they'll say, it's always somebody else going through worse. Don't never forget that. And that somehow made me feel better. That somehow made me feel better. So much. Going through so much. That's why I said with this test, it don't make no sense for a person like me to do this test. For first and foremost, I clone people into me. Secondly, I clockwise. Thirdly, I lose my root chakra. So everything that I just built up, everything that I just done, I had to start over. So, Now I'm starting to realize what God meant when he said, I'll be with you to the last leaf on the tree. Because once you start that, it cycles. You got to go through a cycle. You got to go through a cycle of, that hideous process. By the grace of God, thankfully, he gave me a particular float. And that kept me from having to go through so many cycles. And that's why I say thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, you know who you are. Thank you. You gotta go through this cycle. See, I probably never meet this person. But, look, it's gone now. I probably never meet this person. Look at that cloud coming. I probably never meet this person. But it saved me from a lot of lashes, somehow, I would like to say. Because when I tapped into other floats, yeah, this happened, that happened, this happened. But when the smoke cleared, I got in a lot of trouble. That particular float, it was almost as if we was married and separated wrongfully. And even if she got remarried, well, I ain't gonna say that, but we were separated wrongfully. And as long as I was tapping into her float, I wouldn't have got lashes. So you gotta think about that. Imagine that. See it on the physical. Let's go back to slavery days. Two people truly love each other. Really, really love each other. And the slave owners come into the house, destroy your home, probably take your kids, if you got kids, away from you. In some of the worst ways you can have a child taken away from you. And then you and your loved one, your wife, holding each other, crying, and they strip you apart from one another, imprison y'all, split you up throughout the world, far away, like each corner of the earth, making sure you don't see each other. And there's no way you can see each other. There's no way you can find each other. There's no way you can even look into trying to get to each other, because both of y'all are in prison somehow. And they force you to do a test like what I'm doing, or what they had me doing, or whatever. And you get to utilize that float. And somehow that float reminds you of your soul when it was whole. Imagine that. It's like God knew they was gonna try to trap me. Watch out for the jack trap. They knew they were gonna try to collapse me. They need me to die, be weak. And if not weak, they need to strip me from my heavenly gifts so that my guardian angels don't notice me. My Loved ones don't notice me. Good fortune don't notice me. Good karma don't notice me. Luck don't notice me. Imagine that. Just imagine it. So it's like, so let's talk about, well, what's going on then? Why would you have to sit? And it's gene therapy. That's what I call it. These people genes belong somehow to me. Not me to them, but them to me. And I don't think they necessarily got to be, out of here for that to take place. I think it's just stuff like this, trials and tribulations, trial and error, going through the process of healing properly with God, and beating temptation. And the more they win, you lose. The more you win, they lose. It's just all a test, it's all a game. That's what I think, but I really don't know what to say. I tell God all the time, though, whatever you want me to do, Father, I'll do it. Whatever you need me to do, Father, I'll do it. But I really need you to tell me to do it. Because if it's not of you, Father, I don't want to do it. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, Father, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. So please, don't let me be manipulated by the enemy. Please, don't let me fall into temptation. Please, show me just a little attention. I know you busy, but please don't forsake your son. That's what I have to tell my father when you're going through something so traumatic like this.